Hello, and welcome to War of the Visions Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Now, it is a great time to jump into this game for the first time ever because we're less than a week past the 5th anniversary. So, I've already created my account, I've already skipped the tutorial, I went through all the downloads and everything, so this is going to be like the first thing you see when you log in, right? It's going to say, hey, come to the summon screen, and we're going to do just that. Ramada's going to keep talking to you, you can read it if you want, I'm not going to read it. Let's hit summon. This is a summon you can't skip. You have to do that. And it's going to give you, I believe, a 99 unit. So here's the thing. I think this is always guaranteed to be one of, like, I don't know, there's like 9 different units. Every unit in the game's not in this pool, so it's not a huge deal who you get from this first pull. But there are some that might benefit you more than others. Ooh, Balo is an amazing one. If you want to use any character on an account, actually, if you get Balo, you're probably set. But Ramada's cool too. But yeah, let's see who we get here in our rainbow slot. So, ooh, this is looking is this going to be Kilfei? Oh, this is Venera. Ooh, okay. All right, so we're getting Venera. Venera Fennis, not to be confused with Venera Horn, who maybe you'll be able to pick up later in your adventures, but she's not available on any of this guaranteed free stuff. But anyways, so Ramada here, she's telling us to go through all these things. She's going to have you click stuff, go through that poll, get whoever. And then once you get free reign, like once you get to the main menu here, that's where the fun begins. So she's just telling you, like, click here to get your presents, challenges, blah, blah, blah. Let's get through all this. None of that is... You can read it if you want, but I don't think any of it is important. Would you like to hear the explanation for enhancing units? No, I'm fine, actually. Enhancing units is pretty straightforward. You'll know how to do it. Everything is pretty, you know. But anyways, so right now is actually, because we're right after the 5th anniversary, we actually have a Hiroki gift. And what a Hiroki gift is, it's the producer. And so we have all these presents, plus as a new account, you're going to have a ton of presents anyways. So just know you're going to have a ton of stuff to claim. That means Visior, which is this blue premium currency that you use to be doing pulls and stuff like that. And yeah, but what I want to do first, and this is the important thing, right? You're going to be able to figure out how to play, what events to run, storyline, all that stuff. You'll figure it out real easily on your own. The thing you want me for mostly is probably to get through your summons, right? So you have all these free summons. Like, this is a new player for the first 7 days. You're going to be able to do free summon every day for the first 7 days. And some of these don't have guaranteed rainbows, but some do. There's a lot of pulls in this batch that will be like, oh, there's a rainbow in here, which is basically like a 5-star character or whatever, you know. They're your rares or your UR units. It depends. I don't know what game you're coming from, if you've ever played a mobile game before. But we're glad to have you here in War of the Visions, because this is a fantastic game. But, so that poll, there was nothing that good in there. There's just a bunch of MRs and stuff. And let's see. Let's just click out of here. I'm going to skip these other MR polls for now. You'll go through and you'll do all these free polls, right? You don't need me to show you. Oh, actually, the select ones are nice. So I will show you the select ones. So on these, you can just go ahead and pick whoever you want. And you know what I'm going to do on this one? Hero King Mont. You know what? I think Hero King Mont is an amazing choice. So there's some other great characters you could pick here. But I think Hero King Mont is probably a great choice for you, right? There's other good characters like Shreka and Gilgamesh, and there's other such amazing characters, but we'll have guaranteed 120 select banners for them later on. So we're going to go ahead and do this Hero King Mont pull first. Now, Hero King Mont is a true hero because he's... The thing about Hero King Mont is he just kind of grew up in a weird situation, we'll say. And first... Oh! We got some Final Fantasy. This is going to be Fina. Hey, if you're an FFBE player, you know Fina. So anyways, I don't know what I was saying about Hero King Mont. I was just going to rattle on some nonsense about him. But oh, here we go. Oberon. I'm just guessing. This might not be Oberon. No, this is Alaya. Ooh, nice. Not really. She's very old and outdated unit. You're not going to do anything with her. But you know, cool to have, I guess. Alright, so, but she was a 100 cost unit. This is going to be Hero King Mont. Now, Hero King Mont is such a good unit. He's new, he's only a couple months old, and I'm actually shocked that you can pick him from this pull, honestly, because a lot of the other guaranteed select pulls, you can't go and pick characters this new. So that's very cool, honestly. So we're going with Hero King Mont. Gonna close that, gonna close this. This is not the meat and potatoes of the good stuff, though, okay? So here's another one. 4-step where you get to pick so many characters on this one. So let me just get right in here and show you. So on step 1, you can pick Flagbearer Glaciella, Dark Fiend, Howl to Heaven's Blade. I would pick Flagbearer Glaciella. On this one, you go with Ally the Alabaster, Melnia, Stern, Wing of Destiny. This one, don't really care. I'd say it's a tough call between Ally the Alabaster and Stern, Wing of Destiny. Maybe Stern, Wing of Destiny to use with your new shiny Hero King Mont. Over here, you have Sol, Eld, King of the Lions, and Helena the Black Rose. Now, this is a tough choice because Eld, King of the Lions, come on. You gotta go with Eld, King of the Lions, right? We're getting free Helena because it's the anniversary, too. So, I mean, husband and wife, they'll go perfectly together. But if you would like to go with Helena the Black Rose to make a light team with your Wing Stern and your Hero King Mont, that would be an optional, acceptable choice as well. And then over here, you have Joom, Spring Celestial, Gilgamesh, Breaker of the Scourge, and Shreka. I would say this one, 100% either Gilgamesh or Shreka. It's up to you. They're both such amazing units. They're both really good. And, yeah. And then on whichever one you don't pick there, you can pick here. So you have this free 3 times thing. On this one, actually, you could even pick both of them on here if you want. But, I'm going to go with Shreka for number 1, Luciel Ovis for number 2, and make sure, so I'm selecting, I just selected 2 of those, it doesn't look like I did, but don't click the same one twice, because you will get 2 copies of the same one. So we're getting Shreka, Luciel, also you could pick Eld, King of the Lions here, or Helena the Black Rose too if you wanted to. I honestly didn't think far enough ahead on who I would want my third to be, so I'm going to go with, I think Ramada would be a really good choice. But I'm actually gonna pick Eld, I think. Because I want to be able to use Eld, and I think it would be really fun for people to use Eld with new, you know, new Helena that we get from the anniversary. Anyways, all of those characters up at the top are, like, basically top tier. They're really good choices. And, hey, look, there's another version of Helena, or Helena, right there. So there's no like 100% right or wrong answer to what you pick here, but those ones that I was looking at the top are definitely way better. Now, this is Shreka, I believe. Yep, because I picked Shreka first. And you get these cool walkout animations the first time you get a character too, if it's a UR unit. You don't get that for dupe characters, and you don't get that for the lower tier characters. Here is Luciel. They're so good though. Luciel is a must-have. Shreka is a must-have. Eld is a must-have. I would have normally not picked Eld there. I would have picked Gilgamesh. I would have said Shreka, Luciel, and Gilgamesh. However, I'm going to be able to get Gilgamesh from that other pull. So we're not going to need to use 2 slots on there. So I'm just going to get Eld here, and then I'll get Helena on that other pull as well. Or Helena. I don't really know how to say it, to be honest. Alright, even though I've heard it in the storyline probably a million times. So here's what we're also going to do. Another tip that I can give you, since you're going to be going through a million pulls. Now, if you like watching all the crystals spinning around and stuff, you can keep that on. But I'm going to go ahead and click skip animation. And then I'm not going to do this entire step up, I don't think. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go claim that the presents. Oh, no. No, I'm fine. Yeah, we don't need explanations, Ramada. I just want you guys to know right now. Oh, look, you even get free Ifrit. I want you guys to know right now that I really hope that there's no new players watching this video coming in to try the game, because the game has announced end of service. And this is really just an April Fool's joke because it's April Fool's right now. And I'm just having a little fun with it. So hopefully, if you guys already play War of the Visions, you're enjoying my tomfoolery. And if not, well then, I'm sorry to waste your time. Now, if you are truly a new player and you're getting into the game right now and you want to play it for the last couple of months, that's totally fine. You can definitely do that. I would say, though, you don't necessarily even need to follow guides and stuff, because you're mainly probably going to be focused on storyline, right? Any of those characters that come at 120 that I was just showing off will absolutely smash through the storyline for you. I have no idea what I'm even claiming right here. There's just so much stuff in here. But yeah, so, you know, if you're a true new player and you're getting into this, you're gonna have 2 months to do it, or less, honestly. If you watch this video, like, after I've posted it, like, months or later, heck, the game might even be gone already if you're watching this later on in 2025 or beyond. So, who knows? I don't even know why I'm claiming all this stuff. I don't really need it. I just was hoping there would be some Viz in here. But anyways, yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good EOS miss. And it's also... Oh, there was some Viz in there, good. So I got 7k Viz. I'm going to use that 7k Viz on new anniversary / EOS Helena here. She's got this step up. Let's see if we can get her. Now, you can get this character completely for free by farming one of the events in the game. Alright, so we got no URs there. But I'm going to just, you know, this isn't my real account or anything like that. So we're just going to mosey on over here. Try to get... Can I get her? So far, there hasn't even been a rainbow in here, which is kind of crazy. This is the last pull we have, I think, or maybe one more after this, and there hasn't even been one rainbow. Yeah, there wasn't even one rainbow in all those pulls. Yeah, so that's a shame. We didn't even get one rainbow. Well, how about that? But yeah, either way, she is free. And I didn't really do news video this week, if you're watching this the week it came out. But it doesn't matter, because the game's shutting down. You guys know what's going on, probably. They did add a bunch of stuff this week, though. But anyways, yeah, if you're new, I want to tell you, just enjoy the storyline. Get as much done as you can before the game goes poof. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy the 2 months that you have. Otherwise, happy April Fools, everybody. And sorry if I wasted your time. And if I didn't, if you liked it, then, hey. Yo! Anyways, see you later. Bye. I have one last thing to say with you. Elements of the past and the future combining to make something not quite as good as either one.